everybody, I have a pen today that I'm going to look at that I've never ever tried before, but I have always been very intrigued by these pens. And the pen brand I'm talking about today is Benu. And you might recognize their logo with this. It looks like it's obviously an Art Deco logo type, but it looks like Broadway. Benu is famous for having all of these kind of they're just not crazy, but they're very unique types of pens of all kinds of crazy materials. Like, I mean, I think of Benu and I think of all the glitter that is placed into the pen materials. And so this one that I have here today is no different. In fact, this is the Benu Euphoria and Ocean Breeze. Let's go ahead and let's unbox this and take a look at that pen. Here is the box it comes in. It's very small, very simplistic, except for, you know, you've got the logo on the front with a gold foil stamping or whatever, embossing. Yeah, it kind of feels like it's somewhat embossed. And then some sort of cursive writing around that. I have no idea what it says. It probably says something like, you know, write with our pens or else. Benu it's a Russian brand. They are, I'm not sure what city they're based out of in Russia, but they are a Russian brand. So they're kind of very unique in that respect. So inside of here is the pen. But first, before we look at the pen, let's look at what else comes in this box. We have an ink cartridge, a long standard international ink cartridge in bleu. And then it looks like we also have some literature. So this is the product information and lifetime warranty. There is a lifetime warranty against manufacturing defects. So if you find any type of defect in the manufacturing of your pen, they will replace your pen free of charge. That's what it says here. So that's pretty cool. And then we have some, you know, cut paper in there, like it's like confetti. So that was exciting. We shall look at the pen. Let's look at the pen. So it comes in this little sleeve. And are you ready? Can you handle this? Because I'm telling you, man, the Ocean Breeze is pretty cool. There it is. Yeah, it's like purple and green and silver glitter. And yes, for your information, I painted my nails to match this pen because I had to do it. The cap and the barrel are faceted, which looks really cool in the light. And the purple here has, if you look closely at the purple, there is like this shimmering, luminescent type of quality to it. And then you have these beautiful chunks of silver glitter mixed in there. And see, the finial has some of that silver too. And the one thing that is really unique and different about this pen, and I don't know of any other pens off the top of my head that are doing this, but that green that you're seeing, or that it's kind of a turquoise color that you're seeing at the end of the cap and the barrel, glows in the dark. Like if your electricity goes out and you charge this up in the sunlight, hopefully your electricity doesn't go out at night, but you take this into a dark room and it will glow in the dark. I did it yesterday. It's really cool. And it actually, if it's charged up with enough sunlight, I mean, it's actually pretty bright. So it's, like I said, the pen is extremely unique. I've never seen anything like this before. Yeah, so it's very cool. It has a silver clip, and the band at the bottom of the cap, you can look closely right here. It says Benu. And let's look at that nib. So the grip section is also black and matches the ring, or the ring around the cap. And it's a pretty long section, but I think it's cool because, you know, that step is so far away from where you're going to grip the pen that it probably won't bother you at all. So there's that, and there's the threading right here, and the threading, it's not very intrusive either, which is cool. So it does have, let's see, this is a Schmidt Iridium Point nib. And that's all I hear, like people who love these Benu pens, that's what I hear from them, is like how awesome the nib writes. So I have no idea if Benu is taking these nibs and they're tweaking them or anything, because I have other pens that have the Schmidt nibs on them, and I mean, I'm like, yeah, okay, it writes. I mean, it writes. So But that's what I'm really curious to find out, is how this nib is gonna write. All right, so this pen, and I can see it because it's totally see-through here, or not totally see-through, but it's see-through enough where I can see that this pen also has its own converter. You know how I love that. I love it when pens come with their own converter. Hallelujah, everybody. It really makes me excited because I think it's complete. I think it's complete bull that some of these pen companies do not offer one with their pens. I'm not gonna start. I'm gonna breathe. Does the pen post? I would think it does post. It looks like it could. It does post. And it does make it a little top heavy when it's posted like this, but it's not horrible. I don't typically write with my pens posted, so if you were to, I mean, it's long enough where you don't have to post it, but I love the pen that it's very nice and light. And you know what? Is that metal or, you know what? You know what? I believe you can eyedropper this pen. Plastic and plastic. I might do that, but I'm not gonna do it this time. I might do it in the future. But that is kind of cool because if you get like a transparent one, you could see like your ink in here. Oh my gosh. That's kind of cool, guys. Okay. Wow, this pen is like this is really exciting. This is really, really exciting. Next thing I'm going to do is I am going to ink up this pen, and I have the perfect shade for it. It is one of the new Colorverse USA special inks, and it's from Cali. I think the purples will look really lovely together. So yeah, let's ink this baby up and let's see how she writes. So the nib writes well. Thank you so much for joining me for this look at the Benu Euphoria pen in Ocean Breeze. And it comes in several other colors. I mean, it was really hard to figure out which pen I wanted. And I'd like to thank Pen Chalet for sending this over for me to review, because I love trying all kinds of new and different pens that I haven't tried before. And this is one of those pens that I see people who have them, and there was actually, I don't remember who you are, but it was at the DC Pen Show. You had a pen that glowed in the dark and you showed me how it glowed. I wish I could remember your name, and I feel really bad that I don't. But you had a huge impression on me. You made an impression on me by showing me how the pen glows. I can't remember exactly which one you had, but I was completely like, wow, the pen glows. And so yes, so that's why I had to select one that had the same effect. Not that I don't know what I'm gonna need a glow-in-the-dark pen for, but I don't really need 100 pennies either, so whatever. Well, so Benu, and they have all kinds of other models too that I'm really looking forward to looking at. In fact, yeah, the Scepter pen, got my eye on you, Scepter. Even the Grand Scepter, I've got my eye on you too. This pen, let's talk about the price. So over at Pen Chalet, this pen retails for $128. And that's one of their higher priced pens. A lot of their pens seem to price under $100. In fact, I believe the Scepter pen, not the Grand Scepter, but the Scepter is like $88. So it's like you can get a really good pen for under $100. In this case, it's a little more. But I think it's because of the types of materials that they're using is why the price is low. And it's a large pen, you know, this isn't like a tiny pen at all. It's just, I just love the uniqueness. It's like no other pen out there right now. Well, 128 and also Pen Chalet, you know, if you're a veteran or you are a teacher, they do offer a discount for that. So be sure to look out for those discounts. I love Pen Chalet. I've said it. There, I've said it. Well, that's all I've got. So go check out Benu over at Pen Chalet. And that's how the ink flows.